Hello everyone and welcome back to our family. My name is Wendy and I do reviews on projects in the crypto world that definitely deserve our attention among most others. As you know, there are a lot of projects that were created just to raise money from investors and then disappear, so I will help you to understand them. And for those who already understand them, I will simply point out the right ones. So let's move on to the project. And today's project is MetaCloud. But however, before that, I should warn you, despite my thorough analysis before this video, you should personally check the information about this project before entering it. The cloud computing paradigm has served as a cornerstone on which Web 2.0 applications are launched and operated. Nonetheless, as the internet is shifting to Web 3.0, it needs an alternative to the existing cloud paradigm. This alternative should not bear any of the limitations observed in conventional cloud computing. Moreover, it should embrace and champion the decentralization philosophy of Web 3.0. In view of this, I introduce MetaCloud, a decentralized alternative to the existing cloud computing paradigm. To draw an analogy, MetaCloud operates similar to the models employed by Uber and Airbnb, except it targets computing. MetaCloud's first target is to connect individuals and organizations, enabling them to run and lease their otherwise dormant and unused computation resources such as mobile, storages, CPUs, GPUs, etc. More importantly, such interruptions are carried out with strong security and privacy protection mechanism built into the platform. MetaCloud works on the decentralized computational infrastructure for Web 3.0. MetaCloud is similar to Uber and Airbnb but for computing. MetaCloud in the nutshell. MetaCloud's architecture comprises three parties. Resource requester or client would like to have a computational task completed, but not on her own infrastructure. The computation task may involve a specific program owned or otherwise obtained by the client. Alternatively, such a program is provided by a resource provider. In either case, the client outsources such computational tasks to the resource provider. While the client can discover the compute nodes and initiate the outsources computation to their own, this approach is unlikely to scale. Instead, they propose to delegate such tasks to broker. Resource providers contributes machines and software, if any, to the MetaCloud platform. It is worth noting that such machines may be equipped with commodity trusted processors capable of provisioning trusted execution environments. A resource provides services a client requests by completing the latter's computation task. In return, the resource provider receives remuneration which is proportional to computation work and resources he has exerted in executing the request. Brokers facilitate machine discovery and load balancing and assist the clients in bootstrapping the computation on resource provider's infrastructure. Brokers may charge client and/or resource providers a certain commission fee in return for their services. To eliminate brokers' monopoly and single point of failure, MetaCloud allows multiple brokers to coexist, thus enabling better brokering service for both clients and compute nodes. MetaCloud has PC driver that offers mining and sustainable income. With Ethereum is moving to proof of stake, MetaCloud is the new mining. MetaCloud makes a general and realistic assumption that the three bodies are mutually distrusting. In order to facilitate the transactions and exchanges between them, MetaCloud provides a payment escrow. The payment escrow is a special autonomous smart contract which holds a set on behalf of the resource providers and resource requester. MetaCloud will launch the payment escrow smart contract when it has received rigorous audit by credible smart contract and blockchain security firms. MetaCloud also provides a feature-rich and user-friendly web-based interface for the three parties to interact. Besides, they shall also provide updates and APIs which facilitate the requires to post-compilation task requests and provides to connect their infrastructure onto the platform. All these tools and dashboards will come with extensive explanatory documents. Technical support will be available as well. Proof of computation. The key challenge is to mediate the request, payment, and resource providers' effort is servicing the former's request without relying on a trusted third party. In other words, it is critical for the platform to freely and correctly produce the proof of computation for the resource providers and develop a mechanism via which the request can evaluate and make payment on such the proof of computation. MetaCloud splits the reward of the outsourced computation into two portions. The first portion remunerates a resource provides for her work on a fine-grained basis, while the second portion rewards the delivery of the result. The configuration of these two portions is the remuneration policy are not mandated by MetaCloud. The resource provider is entitled to the first portion of the remuneration upon the completion of the outsourced computation. In case the computation is inadvertently aborted midway, the resource provider is still remunerated with a fraction of such a portion according to its progress prior to the suspension. The second portion is the reward is only payable when the computation output is delivered to the requester. This discourages the resource provider from denying the request of the result. Additional mechanism that disincentive result withholding can also be incorporated into MetaCloud. First and foremost, MetaCloud is a decentralized alternative to the traditional cloud computing paradigm. As such, it has to offer a full-fledged suite of outsourced computation services that a typical cloud service provider would offer. These include, but not limited to, CPU and GPU rental, outsourced storage, and other infrastructure as a service. Besides, MetaCloud also offers platform as a service and software as a service. The distinguished factors between MetaCloud and Computation Cloud service provides lie in security, fairness, and transparency. MetaCloud incorporates state-of-the-art privacy and security protections to guard the infrastructure against a malicious code execution, as well as protect client computation against a malicious resource provider. Besides, there will never be overcharging or false accounting between the resource providers and requesters, thanks to the use of smart contracts. Of equal importance is an unmatched transparency that MetaCloud offers in contrast to the necessary abstraction in operating and financial reports released by centralized competitors. Since MetaCloud embraces the notion of decentralization and its very core, it is only appropriate that MetaCloud devotes itself to the development and ever-expansion of inter-blockchain communication. By the nature of MetaCloud design, it aggregates a large set of independent heterogeneous computing nodes. Each segment of these computing nodes can join a different blockchain, observing and/or processing data and transactions within that blockchain. MetaCloud network essentially places an overlay over these different segments of computing nodes, effectively affording a set of bridges between different otherwise isolated blockchain platforms. In the same, MetaCloud naturally and seamlessly runs a set of relays which enable information to flow freely from one blockchain to another. The applications of inter-blockchain communication are and we can see the doxed MetaCloud comment. I see them very openly, and this is very good and looks reliable and honest. A well-recruited team with a huge experience and high potential. And the project also has its own roadmap, and roadmap usually means the great professionalism of the team, that the team has a clear plan for the development of this project, and they plan go far into the future. So be sure to join the social networks of this project. I have been a part of their community for a long time, and I can say with confidence that you will learn a lot of interesting things in these social networks. And the latest news is published on Twitter, and active communication is going on in Telegram chat. And now it's time to say goodbye, but not for long, because I'm already starting another interesting project about it as soon as possible. And of course, let me know what you guys think. And if you have any questions for me, write it under this video and I'll try to answer them. Bye bye.